Hello students, my name is Akshay Arora and here in this video we are discussing the JEE Mains paper solution of 31st of January 2024 and that is a morning shift 1. So let's start with the very first question. Here is a first question in front of you. This is a question based on the limits where limit of x tending towards 0 e raised to the power 2 mod sin x minus 2 mod sin x minus 1 over x square. We need to find the value of this limit. So whenever x is tending towards 0, this is very important point, x can be replaced with sin x and moreover sin x can be replaced with x. So here I'm just changing the question first of all, limit x tending towards 0. Here it is e raised to the power 2 mod sin x and then minus 2 sin x, alright, and then minus 1 over x square. Or we can also do that sin x can be replaced with x. Whatever you want, you can do that. Okay. So you can just replace sin x with x. I think that would be more convenient for you. So let us replace this sin x with x. All right. Okay. So it becomes 2 mod x. Then here it is minus 2 mod x minus 1 whole divided by, instead of writing x square, it is mod x square. I hope you understood this. Now, if I am considering the x tending towards 0 plus, okay, so mod x will be equals to x itself. And I know that this is 0 by 0 form being written in front of you. So, here it should be, I think here it should be plus 1 because to make it 0 by 0 form, I think the question needs to be rectified. E raised to the power 0, then minus 2, yeah. No, plus 1. Question is perfect. No problem with that. So for x tending towards 0 plus, it is e raised to the power 2x and then 2x, then minus 1 over x square. And limit of x is tending towards 0 plus. Alright. Now let us apply the L'Hopital rule into this. It means that differentiation of the numerator will be this and the differentiation of the denominator will be this. And again limit of x is tending towards 0. So if I try to take this 2 common from the numerator, it will be 2 times limit of x tending towards 0 e raised to the power 2x minus 1 whole divided by 2 of x. So this particular limit is an exponential limit and hence it will result in the answer as 1. So 2 will be the final answer of this limit and it has been given to us as 2 over here. I hope you are able to understand this. Even if you replace x with 0 minus, okay, then also mod x will be converted to a positive quantity. So the same result will follow for the 0 minus and the answer will be equals to 2 itself. So the answer is 2. Let us move to the next question. A vector, B vector, C vector be the 3 vectors if P vector satisfy this condition. So you can see here, can I write P cross B minus C cross B over here is equals to 0? And can I write P minus C cross B is equals to 0? If the cross product is 0, that means these two vectors are parallel. So P minus C can be expressed as lambda B and P vector can be expressed as C vector plus lambda B. Now I know the value of C vector, that is 1, 3, 1, negative 3, 4, and I know the value of B vector 4, 1, 7. So 1 plus 4 lambda, that will be with I cap. Alright. Again, here we have minus 3 and here we have plus 1 lambda. So that will be with J cap. And here we have 4 plus 7 lambda. So that will be with K cap. This is the value of P vector in terms of lambda. Moreover, they have given that this P, if it is taken dot with A, it will be equals to 0. Now this vector, if it is taken dot with this one, so it will be 3 times 1 plus 4 lambda, then it will be 1 time minus 3 plus lambda, and then it will be minus 2 times 4 plus 7 lambda. So this is equated to 0. From here, I will be able to get the value of lambda. So here it is 3 plus 12 lambda minus 3 plus lambda minus 8 minus 14 lambda is equals to 0. So 13 lambda minus 14 lambda. So that will give us lambda in the right hand side. 3 and 3 are getting cancelled, and here we are able to generate minus 8. So I got the value of lambda as minus 8. If I substitute here lambda as minus 8, I will be able to get P vector as minus 31i, minus 11j, and minus 52k. This is a P vector. Now what they have told us to take the P vector dot with I minus j minus k. So it will be minus 31 into 1. Then it will be minus 11 into minus 1. And then it will be minus 52 into minus 1. So 52 plus 11, it will be 63. 63, if it is subtracted from 31, that will be 32. So the answer to this question should be 32, that is third option. I hope you understood how we got the answer to this problem. Now we are moving ahead to the third problem. Here we have another question. A function is being expressed in the form of a determinant, and we want to get the value of 2f of 0 plus f dash 0. My dear students, it would be very easy for us to get the value of f of 0. That means wherever x is there in this determinant, I just need to replace x with 0. Here it is 0, then 1, then 1. 0, 1, 1. Here it is 2, 0, 6. 2, 0, 6. Here it is 0, 4, minus 2. 0, 4, minus 2. And I will be able to solve this determinant. So if I want to get the value of f of 0, that will be equals to minus 12 after solving this determinant. You can check whether you are getting the value minus 12 or plus 12. No. It should be plus 12. Okay. You are getting the value plus 12. This is f of 0. Now let us find the value of f dash 0. So for f dash 0, first of all, evaluate f dash x. F dash x will be the first row will be differentiated as I differentiated, and the remaining rows will remain same. 3x square plus 2, then 2x, then x cube plus 6. X cube minus x, then 4, and then x square minus 2. Alright. In this way, this will be the sum of 3 determinants. Can I write the direct value after substituting 0 into these determinants? So I can write the direct value. F dash of 0 will be, here this will become 0, 0, 3. Here it will be 2, 0, 6. And here it will be 0, 4, minus 2. This is the first determinant. Now let us add the second one. In the second one, I will be differentiating only the second row. First row will remain same, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Last row will remain same, 0, 4, negative 2. 0, 4, negative 2. And the differentiation of this will be 6x. So that will make 0. This is 2. And its differentiation will be 3x square. That will be converted to 0 if I substitute x is equals to 0. In the last determinant, the third row will be differentiated. First two row will remain same. 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Then here it is 2, 0, 6. Here I am writing 2, 0, 6. Alright. And in the last one, it is differentiated. Here it is 3x square minus 1. That is why it will be minus 1. Here it is 4, differentiation will be 0. And here the differentiation will become 2x. But on substituting 0, it will become 0. Now it is very easy for us to evaluate this determinant and this determinant and this determinant. Finally, the addition of these three determinants will be 18. So we got the value of f dash 0 as 18. Now my dear students, 2f of 0 they have asked. So 2 into 12 I will do. And then f dash 0 they have asked, then 18 will be added. So 24 and 18, when they are added, the result will be 42. 42 is given to us in the option 4. That is why option 4 will be the final answer. Is that clear to everyone how we got the answer to this problem? Moving ahead to the next problem. There is a differential equation dy by dx, which is 10x plus y over this when x is belonging between 0 to 90, satisfying the condition y, that means at x is equals to pi by 4, y is 2. Then at x is equals to pi by 3, y will be what? So how to get this? Here we will be writing dy by dx. I'll convert this sin x upon cos x. Okay, I'll convert in this way. 10x will be written as sin x upon cos x. Here I'm writing sin x times. This sec will be written as 1 upon cos. So that will be 1 minus sine square x over cos x after taking the LCM in the denominator also, because 10x is sin x upon cos x again. So this cos and this cos is getting cancelled. Ultimately dy by dx has been substituted with sin x plus y cos x, sin x plus y cos x whole divided by 1 minus sin square is cos square. So here also I will be dividing by sin x into cos square, and here also I will be dividing by sin x into cos square. Now the advantage of doing this will be dy by dx. Sin x and sin x is getting cancelled, it is sec square x. And here cos and cos is getting cancelled, it will be y. If I multiply by 2 to both numerator and denominator, it will become sin 2x in the denominator, which in turn can be written as cosec 2x. Okay, I hope you are able to understand this particular step also. Now, if this has been clear to you, let us bring all the terms to one side. So dy by dx, then it will be minus 2 cosec 2x into y is equals to sec square x. I hope you are able to understand this. Now this is a linear differential equation. First of all, let us get the integrating factor. E raised to the power integration minus 2 cosec 2x dx. Are you able to understand? So that will be converted to e raised to the power minus log 10 x. So this will be converted to 1 upon 10x. This is the value of integrating factor. Now once we have integrating factor, then the solution to this differential equation will be y into integrating factor is equals to q. Q is sec square x basically. Q into integrating factor and then plus c. This is in the integration. I hope you understood this. If cos, this is written as 1 upon cos square and this is sin x upon cos x, then here I will be able to get sin x into cos x. So 2 upon sin 2x, that will be 2 cosec 2x I am getting here in the right hand side, okay? And here I am getting y upon 10x. Are you able to understand this? Now if you are able to understand, then cosec 2x will be integrated, okay? And here I will be writing it as log 10x and then followed by plus c, and then here I will be writing y upon 10x. Now my dear students, it will be very easy for us to now solve this. How? We'll substitute the value of, first of all, x as pi by 4. Then 10 pi by 4 will become 1. Log 1 will become 0. So this expression will become 0 and c will be equals to y itself. That means here the value of c will become 2. After getting the value of c as 2, I will be putting the value of x as pi by 3. Pi by 3 means 60. So 10 pi by 3 is root 3. And here also log root 3 will come. So ultimately you will be able to get y upon root 3 log root 3, and then c was 2 initially. So y will be root 3 times log root 3 plus 2. Is there any option being given of this type? Root 3 times log root 3 plus 2. Yes, option B. So that is why option B will be the final answer. I hope you are able to understand this. Moving ahead to the next question. Here is a question which is for the area bounded between curves. Y square less than 4x. One of the parabola is being given in a region of the parabola. X less than 4. A straight line x is equals to 4. And x is not equals to 3. Moreover, they have given this particular expression xy x minus 1 x minus 2 whole divided by x minus 3 x minus 4 should be positive. Alright. Now I need to consider two different cases. Case 1. If I am assuming y as positive. If y is positive, the remaining expression x into x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4 should also be positive. That means here I am writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And if I keep the value of, because I cannot exceed the value of x greater than 4. Okay, and y square is less than or equals to x means we need not to go towards negative x-axis. We'll be only talking about between these intervals. Okay, if I consider the value of x as half, this bracket will become negative, 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 negative. That means total will become positive. So here I am getting positive result, here negative, here positive, here negative. Okay, so if I am saying that y is positive, so this expression should be positive. So x will be between 0 to 1, then between 2 to 3. I hope you are able to understand. And the case 2 is if y is negative, then this expression should also be negative. Do you know the reason why? Because negative into negative will make that positive. And if I'm writing this expression as negative, so the remaining interval would come. X belongs to 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, because in this interval they have got the negative value. To write 1 to 2. Yes. Now how to draw the graph of the given expression? First of all, I'm writing the graph as y square is equals to 4x. This is the graph of y square equals to 4x. Alright. Then here we have 0, here we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, we need not to exceed this 4. This is important. And one more thing that they have told us, that between 0 to 1 and 2 to 3. Okay, so 0 to 1 is this, 2 to 3 is this. Alright. So between 0 to 1, for y positive, 0 to 1 and 2 to 3. 0 to 1 and 2 to 3 for y positive. And for y negative, 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. Okay, that means I need to take this lower region here and here. So this is the region that is required, which is shaded in the figure. How to get the answer? So if I take these lower shaded area above, it will be symmetrical. So that means I want to integrate 0 to 4, this parabola dx. And what is the equation of this parabola? Y square equals to 4x. So it will be 2 root x, 0 to 4 and dx. So this is the required area, my dear students. Now its integration is very easy. X raised to the power half plus 1 upon half plus 1. And we just need to apply the limits. Finally, on solving this, I will be able to get the answer as 32 over 3. 32 over 3 is given to us in the option 4. That is why option 4 will be the final answer. I hope you understood how we have plotted the graph and how we got the area. Moving ahead to the next question, which is based on the sequence and series. The sum of the series we need to get up till 10 terms. So basically, on observing that, if I am able to write the nth term over here, so in the numerator it should be n. In the denominator it should be 1 over here, then minus 3n square, and followed by n raised to the power 4 should be there. This is the nth term. This is a general term. Now based on this, can we convert it into a telescopic series? Let us try that. So basically, I am writing n raised to the power 4, then minus 2n square and then plus 1 and then minus n square. Can I write in this way? Yes. And hence it will be equals to n square minus 1 whole square minus n square. And that's get converted to two numbers. That means two factors are there, n square minus 1 plus n, n square minus 1 minus n. These are the two factors. This is the nth term. Now after this nth term, what we can do, we will just write the subtraction of these two factors. Because if I subtract these two factors, I'll be able to generate 2n. But the numerator is n. So that is why I'm multiplying by half also. So this will be equals to n square minus 1 plus n and n square minus 1 minus n whole divided by the product of these two factors. So I got to know that the nth term which we are obtaining here is 1 upon n square minus 1 minus n. And here it is 1 upon n square minus 1 plus n. So this is the nth term basically. After getting this nth term, we have actually converted in the form of telescopic series. Can you see that? 1 upon n square minus 1 and minus n. And it is 1 upon n square minus 1 and then it is plus n. If I substitute the value of n as 1, that means if I write the first term, so 1 and 1 will get cancelled, only it is minus 1. And here if I substitute 1, then it will be plus 1. If I substitute n is equals to 2, then 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 2, it will be 1. And if I substitute 2 over here, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. Are you getting my point? And after that it is n. So this type of the telescopic series is being obtained over here. And if you want to get the sum of 10 terms, what they have written? Just get the sum of 10 terms. So do not write for nth term, just write for n is equals to 10. That will make more sense. So write the last term. So if I write a10, so that will be 100 minus 1, 99. 99 minus 10, 89. 100 minus 1, 99. 99 plus 10, 109. So I got to know that these terms are getting cancelled and we are able to get S10 as half of -1 and then -109. Okay. So if I try to get the sum over here, it will be 109, it will become 110, I think so. Okay. And whole divided by 109. But that is being multiplied by half over here. So that is why it will be minus 55 over 109. Now, is there any option being given of the result minus 55 over 109? Yes. So yes, second option will be the final answer. I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer to this result. Moving ahead to the next question. If the foci of the hyperbola are same as that of the ellipse. So ellipse is given to us x square by 9 plus y square by 25 is equals to 1. So value of C will be 25 minus 9 with the square root, and we have got 16 with the square root, that is 4. So focus or the foci of the ellipse will be 0, plus minus 4. I hope you are able to understand. And the eccentricity of the hyperbola. Okay. So focus of hyperbola is also this. Focus of hyperbola is also this. And the eccentricity of the hyperbola is 15 upon 8 times eccentricity of the ellipse. Let us find the eccentricity of ellipse. So it will be 1 minus b square over a square. So 16 over 25, and that gives us a result 4 by 5. Okay. This is the eccentricity of ellipse. Sorry, not of hyperbola, it should be ellipse. If it is being given that eccentricity of hyperbola is 15 by 8 times eccentricity of ellipse, then here we can cancel this and we can also cancel this. So we will be able to get eccentricity of hyperbola as 3 by 2. Next. Then the smaller focal distance of the point on the hyperbola is what? So a point on the hyperbola is being given to us and I want to get the smaller focal distance. So basically here if I talk about the hyperbola, this is a hyperbola being given to us. These are the focus coordinates 0, 4. Okay. And a point is also being given to us root 2 comma 14 by 3. So I can write here root 2 comma 14 by 3 and root 2 by 5. So if I need to get this distance, I can also find this distance with the help of a distance formula. If you want, you can use the distance formula also. Or you can just write the equation of directrices, okay, with the help of getting the a square and b square value. So if you have got the directrix equation, so suppose this is a point P and this is F and this is for example M. So this PF over PM is E. So PF distance can be written as E times PM. Okay. Now, this y coordinate is actually given 14 upon 3 into 2 root over 2 by 5. And this y coordinate we will be evaluating, that is y is equals to constant. and the subtraction of these two will be the value of the distance PM. Are you getting my point? So 14 over 3 root 2 by 5 subtracted by y is equals to a by e. Are you getting my point? Y is equals to a by e. This is actually PF. All right. Now, since the hyperbola is this, so we will be writing b by e over here. Okay. Since hyperbola is along the y-axis, so it will be b by e. Now we already know what is the eccentricity of the hyperbola. We can get the value of b from here, and according to that we can go ahead. So basically, this is the BE of the hyperbola being given to us, and that is 4. So from here, eccentricity of hyperbola is 3 by 2. I can get the value of B, and that is 8 over 3. So I will be placing the value of B as 8 over 3 and eccentricity of hyperbola as 3 over 2. So 14 over 3 root 2 over 5 multiplied by 3 by 2, which is eccentricity. If I try to open up this bracket, 3 and 3 will get cancelled, 7 root 2 by 5 will come. And if I try to open up this bracket, 3 by 2 and 3 by 2 will also get cancelled. Here only 8 by 3 will be remaining. So is there any answer which is 7 times root 2 by 5 and minus 8 by 3 been given? Yes. That is given to us in the option 2. So that is why option 2 will be the final answer. I hope you understood the complete concept, how I got the answer to this question. Moreover, you can also apply the distance formula if you are comfortable with that. Alright. If the system of equation has infinitely many solutions, we want to get the value of 12 alpha and 13 beta. If it is a infinitely many solution, so according to the Cramer's rule, D should be 0, D1, D2, D3 all should be 0. Okay. So what is the value of D1? I am writing here, first column will be replaced with, so let us not write the value of D1. I think it would be more better if you write the value of D2 as well as D3 0. So 1, 2, 3, first column will be as it is. Instead of minus 2 alpha and minus 1, we will be writing minus 4, 5 and 3. Here it is 1, 3 beta. Now this determinant is 0. This will help me to get the value of beta. 1 into 5 beta minus 9 plus 4 times 2 beta minus 9 and plus 1 times 6 minus 15. This will be equated to 0. So 5 beta minus 9 here becomes 8 beta minus 36 and here it is minus 9 and which is equals to 0. So it turns out to be 5 beta plus 8 beta. So that becomes 13 beta. And minus 9 it will become minus 18. Minus 18 and 36. So if I try to add these 4, so that will become 36 and 18. So that will become 46 and then 8, 44. Sorry, 54 will come. So beta value will be 54 over 13. I hope you understood. Or we want to get the value of 13 beta, I think so. Yeah, 13 beta is 54. Now I want to get 12 alpha. For that I will be writing the value of D2. D3. So 1, 2, 3 will be as it is. Minus 2 alpha and minus 1 will be as it is. Instead of this third column, I need to replace minus 4, 5 and 3. Minus 4, 5 and 3. This is actually D3. Make it 0. So 1 times 3 alpha plus 5 plus 2 times 6 minus 15 minus 4 times minus 2 minus 3 alpha. So if I try to open up the parenthesis and make it to 0, it will be 3 alpha plus 5, then it is 12 minus 30, 6 minus 15 we can do easily. It is minus 9 is multiplied by 2, it becomes minus 18. Okay, and here it is plus 8 and plus 12 alpha, which is equal to 0. So 3 alpha and 12 alpha, it will become 15 alpha. Okay, it should not become 15 alpha because we are about to get the value of 12 alpha. But let us see how it can be done. 15 alpha. So minus 18 plus 8 is minus 10. Minus 10 and plus 5 is minus 5. So I'm taking it to the right hand side, it becomes plus 5. Here we got the value of alpha as 1 by 3. So it is quite easy for us to put the value of alpha. So it is 4 plus 54, that means the answer is getting 58. Is there any option 58? Yes, 58 is the final answer. I hope you understood the way that I used here to get the values of alpha and beta first of all. And hence we got the value of 12 alpha and 13 beta. Moving forward to the next question. There is a differential equation being given to us that is passing through e comma 1. And what is that solution of this differential equation? So basically dx over dy is there and is equals to x over y. I'm taking that y to the right hand side. This is log x by y. Can you see that? Because log a minus log b is given. And then added to 1. I hope you are able to understand this. So my dear students, this is the function of x upon y. Don't you think that this is a homogeneous differential equation? And if this is a homogeneous differential equation, let us assume x upon y is a new variable t. So we can directly write here dt upon f of t minus t. And here we can write dy over y. Okay, and here dt upon f of t. So what is f of t? I just need to replace x by y with t. So it will be t times log t plus 1. And this is subtracted with t. So t and t is getting cancelled. So t log t would be there in the right hand side. dt over t log t. This is a shortcut that I am applying to simplify the homogeneous differential equation because we need to save the time. If I assume log t as a new variable, for example y, so 1 upon t dt will be dy. dy upon y will be log y. So basically log of log t is there in the right hand side. So log y will be equals to log of log t, and instead of t we can replace x by y, and followed by plus c is also there. Now my dear students, they have told that this curve is passing through e comma 1. If I place the value of y as 1 and the value of x as e, so log e is 1, we have got both the sides 0, c will be 0. That means log y will be equals to log of log x upon y. On comparing both sides, we can easily write that y will be equals to log x upon y. Now, is there any option being given to us? Y is equals to log x upon y type. We can check that. Y is equals to log x upon y is given to us in the final option. So, fourth option will be the final answer. Moving ahead to the next question, 3 rotten apples are accidentally mixed with 15 good apple. 3 rotten apples mixed with 15 good apple. This is a situation. Assuming the random variable x to be the number of rotten apples in a draw of 2 apple. So number of rotten apple. If you are about to draw the 2 apple, so the maximum value of x will be 2 and the minimum will be 0. So 0, 1, 2. Now let us write their probabilities. So the probability that among the 2 apple, rotten apple will be 0 will be 15C2 divided by 18C2. Is that clear to you? Now you just need to simplify this. 15 into 14 over 2, 18 into 17 over 2. And let me write the direct values. It will be 105 over 153. Here in the second case, number of rotten apple will be 1. From the group of rotten apple, it will be 1, 15C1 whole divided by 18C2. Because the maximum 2 apples are drawn. And this will be multiplied by 2. Why? Because there are 2 cases. Either we got the rotten apple at the first position or we got the rotten apple at the second position. So this gets simplified to 45 over 153. And number of rotten apples are 2. That means from the group of rotten apples, we are taking 2 and total is 18C2. So this gets simplified to I think it will be written as 3 over 153. Okay. I hope you are able to understand. Now, my dear students, first of all, get mean or expectation. Expectation is xi into p of xi. So you just need to multiply 0 into this, 1 into this. So that will become 45 over 153. And then that will become 6 over 153. 45 plus 6 will be 51 over 153. And that is 1 by 3. So the mean of the data is 1 by 3. I hope you are able to understand. But they have asked the variance for this data. So how to get the variance? To get the variance of this data, what I will write here, I will write e of x square minus e of x whole square. So here I will see that 1 by 3 whole square, e of x is 1 by 3 and that whole square will be 1 by 9. But for getting e of x square, I need to write the values of x square, that means 0, 1 and 4. And then we will be multiplying it. 0 with this will be 0. 1 into this will be 45 over 1 by 3, 153. 45 over 153. And then 4 into 3 will become 12 over 153. So e of x square will be written as 57 over 153. Now this 57 over 153 is subtracted by 1 by 9. So my dear students, I think 153 is divisible by 9. So that is why LCM will be 153. Okay. And finally, you will be able to get the answer as 40 over 153. 40 over 153 is given to us in the last option. That is why 40 over 153 will be the final answer. I hope you understood the complete method of doing this question. Moving ahead to the next one. Let A be the sum of all the coefficients in this expansion. So this is the expansion being given to you. And if you substitute the value of x is equals to 1. So you will be able to get the value of A, that is sum of all the coefficients. Because by substituting x is equals to 1, we'll be able to get all the sum of coefficients. So 1 raised to the power 2023, that will be 1. Here 3 minus 4, it will be negative 1. Negative 1 plus 2, 1. 1 raised to the power 2024, that will also be 1. 1 into 1 will be 1. So A will be 1 directly. Sum of all the coefficients will be 1. B is this limit. So let me take this to the next page. B is equals to limit of x tending towards 0. Here it is in the numerator integration 0 to x. Then it is log 1 plus t. And this is whole divided by t raised to the power 2024 and plus 1. Generally it happens when the examination in the year 2024. So obviously the question will have 2024 in it. This is divided by x square. Okay, and this limit we need to evaluate. So better would be to apply the L'Hopital rule, because this is the 0 by 0 form. So here I will first of all put the value of t as x. It will be log 1 plus x whole divided by x raised to the power 2024 plus 1 into differentiation of x as 1. And the denominator will be 2x. Limit of x tending towards 0. We know that log 1 plus x whole divided by x will be 1 when x is tending towards 0. And if I keep the value of x as 0 over here, it will be 0 plus 1. So only 1 by 2 is remaining. That means directly we can write the value of b as 1 by 2. Now, if this equation and this equation have a common root, so let us put the value of a as 1 and b as 1 by 2. So it becomes x square plus x plus 4. Now for this equation, discriminant is less than 0, so imaginary roots would be there. Imaginary roots will always be in the form of conjugate pair. So if one root is common between these two equations, then second root has to be common. That means this equation and this equation becomes identical. And if these two equations becomes identical, so I can just write c upon 1. I can just make the ratio of their coefficients d over 1. And here e will be divided by 4. So they ask d is to c is to e will be what? D is to c will be e. D is to c is to e will be 1 is to 1 is to 4. So 1:1:4 is given to us in the option 2. That is why option 2 will be the final answer. Moving ahead to the next problem, the distance of the point Q from the line passing through this point and perpendicular to the lines this and this. So basically, I want a line which is perpendicular to two given lines. So just consider the cross product of their parallel vectors. Okay, that will be the parallel vector of our required line. So it will be ijk. Here it is 2, 3, 5. And here it is -1, 3 and 2. If I open up this determinant, it will be 6 minus 15, that is -9, minus j cap, and then it will be 4 minus of -5, 4 plus 5, that is 9, and then k cap. Here it will be 6 minus of -3, 6 plus 3, that is 9. So -9 I cap minus 9 j cap plus 9 k cap. This is the value for B vector. So equation of a line which is passing through P, equation of line passing through P and parallel to B would be x minus 5, y plus 4, z minus 3, whole divided by parallel vector. I'm just dividing whole by 9 because these are the ratios that I need to write here. Okay, this is the required line. Now we want to get the distance of this point from the line. That means the perpendicular distance. So suppose a line is been there and a point is been there, Q point. And this Q point is 0 to -2. I want this distance. To find this distance, let us assume this point. So the line which is given here is x minus 5, y plus 4, z minus 3. Okay. Then -1, -1, 1. Okay. Suppose this is equated with lambda. So let us say this point will be minus lambda plus 5. Then minus lambda minus 4. Then lambda plus 3. Let us find this, for example, let us say this point to be A point. Let us find this AQ vector. AQ vector will be minus lambda plus 5, minus lambda minus 4 minus 2, so minus lambda minus 6, lambda plus 3 plus, so it will be lambda plus 5. This AQ vector is taken dot with the parallel vector, that is B vector. And hence it is 0 because the angle between these two vectors is 90 degree. So minus of lambda plus 5 into -1. Okay. Then minus lambda minus 6 into -1. Then lambda plus 5 into 1 is equals to 0. So my dear students, here I will be able to get lambda minus 5. Here I will be able to get lambda plus 6. Here I will be able to write lambda plus 5. So 3 lambda I am obtaining and 5 and 5 are getting cancelled. It is actually -6, lambda will be -2. If I got this lambda -2, I'll place here, it will become 7. It will become 2 minus 4 and 2 minus 4 is -2. And it will become -2 plus 3. So it will become 1. So I got the coordinate of the point A. Now it is very easy for us to get, or we can substitute here and get the magnitude directly. Okay, so it is basically 7 minus 0 whole square, so 7 square. Then it is 4 square. And then it is 3 square. So AQ distance will be 7 square, 3 square, 4 square, and then it is 3 square with a square root. Okay, I hope you are able to understand this. 49, 9, 16. 16 and 9, 25. So it will become √74. Is there any option with the √74? Let us check that. Yes, that is being given here in the C option. So C option says it should be √74. I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer to this problem. Moving ahead to the next problem, sine inverse alpha, sine inverse beta, sine inverse gamma. The sum of all these three will be pi. Alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha minus gamma plus beta is 3 alpha beta. Then gamma is equals to what? So what we can do here, if I assume it to be capital A, if I assume it to be capital B, if I assume it to be capital C, So capital A, capital B, capital C, the sum of all these three angles is pi. That means they're talking about a triangle. And alpha plus beta plus gamma. Here also alpha plus beta is there. So alpha plus beta whole square minus gamma square. And that is 3 alpha beta. If I try to open up this, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus gamma square, here it is 3 alpha beta. So it gets converted to alpha square plus beta square minus gamma square, and that is equals to alpha beta. So alpha square plus beta square minus gamma square whole divided by alpha beta will be 1. And if I divide 2 to both the sides, that will become half. So my dear students, alpha is sin A, and sin A can be written as k times A. So ultimately it is a square plus b square, small a, that means the side length. So it is a square plus b square minus c square over 2ab. So don't you think that this is the value for cos c being given to you, where c is the angle of the triangle. Okay, c is the angle of the triangle. So cos c is half actually. If cos c is half, then c will be pi by 3. So sin c will be root 3 over 2. Now what they have asked us the value of gamma. Gamma is sin c. So sin c is root 3 by 2. So gamma will be root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is given to us in the fourth option. That is why fourth option will be the final answer. I hope you understood this. Moving ahead to the next problem. 2 marbles are drawn in the succession from a box containing 10 red, 30 white, 20 blue and 15 orange marbles. With replacement. With replacement means they'll be picking first marble and then they'll be placing it back. Independent events. Being made after each drawing. With replacement being made after each drawing. Then the probability that first drawn marble is red and the second drawn marble is white. So first should be red and the second should be white. This probability we need to determine. This is quite easy. Probability of red means it will be 10 over 75. Probability of W means it will be 30 over 75. If I cancel a factor of 5, it will be 2 by 15. Here it will be 6 by 15. Let us cancel a factor of 3 also. So here I will have 2 and here I will have 5. So 2 upon 15 into 2 by 5. So that will make us the result 4 upon 75. 4 upon 75 is the final answer. Okay. Are you getting my point? 4 upon 75. Second option is the final answer. I hope you understood this. Moving ahead to the next one. Let S be the set of positive integer values of A for which this is less than 0. So my dear students, if you refer to this, here it will be b square minus 4 into A into C is being given. So don't you think that this is less than 0? Since discriminant is less than 0, so it is always positive. Because A is also positive in this quadratic. So denominator is always positive, so the numerator should be less than 0 for making this rational function negative. So numerator should be less than 0 because denominator it is confirmed for every x it is positive. It should be less than 0. And if I want to make this quadratic less than 0, so this is only possible. This is only possible when A is less than 0. Don't you think that? So let S be the set of positive integral values of A for which this is less than 0. For all x belongs to real, then the number of elements in the set S. So here we are getting the value of A less than 0 and then the number of elements in the set S, we won't be able to calculate that. So that means there exists 0 element. So the answer is 0. I hope you understood this. Moving ahead to the next problem. Let gx be the linear function. Okay, and fx be this and is continuous at this function is continuous. Okay, and gx is linear function means you can write the value of gx as ax plus b. And since this is continuous at x is equals to 0, so g of 0, and if I keep the value of x as 0 over here, so I cannot keep that. Let us write this. Limit x tending towards 0, 1 plus x, 2 plus x raised to the power 1 by x. So I think if I place the value of x as 0 over here, then this will be half raised to the power infinity will come. And half raised to the power infinity is actually 0. So g of 0 is 0. If g of 0 is 0, that means value of b will become 0. Only gx is equals to ax would be written. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. Now, they have told us that f dash of 1 and f of negative 1. Let us place the value of f of negative 1 first of all. So, if I try to get the value of f of negative 1, so for x less than 0, we need to keep here. So, it will be g of negative 1 and g of negative 1 will be negative a. So, f of negative 1, it is negative a. Now, let us find the value of f dash 1. F dash 1 means for x greater than 0, this is the function. So, for x greater than 0, the function is defined as, let me write here, 1 plus x over 2 plus x raised to the power 1 by x. Let us differentiate this function. It will be 1 by x, 1 plus x over 2 plus x raised to the power 1 by x minus 1, followed by the differentiation of this inner function. 2 plus x whole square, here I am writing 2 plus x as it is. Differentiation of 1 plus x will be 1, and then 1 plus x would be written as it is. Differentiation of 2 plus x will be 1. Okay, and then we need to apply plus. So it will be 1 plus x over 2 plus x raised to the power 1 by x into log of 1 plus x over 2 plus x into differentiation of 1 by x will be minus 1 by x square. Are you getting my point? So this will be the complete derivative. You can find the differentiation with the help of logarithm also, or there is a direct method. So first of all, assume it to be x raised to the power n and then differentiate, and next assume it to be a raised to the power x, then differentiate it. Addition of these two will be the final answer. Now here I just want to keep the value of x as 0. If I try to keep the value of x as 0 over here, then I will be, f dash 0 we need not to evaluate, x as 1. Then f dash 1 needs to be evaluated. So my dear students, f dash of 1 will be 1 upon 9 minus 2/3 log of 2/3. This is actually f dash 1. Okay, they have told us that f dash 1 is f of minus 1. That means it will be equals to minus a. So we can write the value of a will be 2/3 log 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 9. In this way we got the value of a. Once we have got the value of a, that means gx function is defined as 2 by 3 log 2/3 minus 1 by 9. And this is being multiplied by x. This is ax. They have asked us to get the value of g of 3. So g of 3 will be wherever x is placed. Here only it is placed. Just replace x with 3. That means this function needs to be multiplied by 3. So it is 2 log 2 by 3, 2 log 2 by 3, and then finally 3 into 1 by 9, it will be 1 by 3. So 2 log 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. If I try to simplify it, it will become, 2 will be taken to the numerator, it will become 4 by 9. So here it will be log 4 by 9. And here it is minus 1 by 3. So can I convert this expression in the form of logarithm also? Because then only 2 logs can be evaluated. Yes, I can convert that. So it is log e raised to the power 1 by 3. Okay, so log a minus log b will be log a upon b. So finally g of 3, I can write it as log 4 by 9 and then e raised to the power 1 by 3. Are you getting my point? Is that clear to you? So 4 upon 9 e raised to the power 1 by 3. 4 upon 9 e raised to the power 1 by 3. It is given to us in the second option. So that is why second option will be the final answer. I hope you all are able to understand how we got the answer to this question. Okay. Moving ahead to the next problem. If one of the diameter of this circle is a chord of another circle C. So there is a circle being given to us and its center is actually 5, negative 2 and its radius will be 25, then 4 and then minus 13. 29 and 13 when both are subtracted. Okay, so that will generate the result 16. So 4 will be the radius. Actually, this distance is 4. This from here to here, this is 4. Now, considering this to be a diameter, another circle is drawn. Okay, so considering this length, AB to be a chord. AB is a chord. C is the center of this smaller circle. AB is a diameter of a smaller circle. Now, AB is a chord of this bigger circle. And the center is located here. Okay, so chord of another circle C. We cannot take C. Let us take the center C to the another circle, whose center is a point of intersection of these two lines. So will it be possible for us to get the center of the bigger circle? Yes, because 2x plus 3y is equals to 12 and 3x minus 2y is equals to 5 is given. If I try to multiply these two, this equation with 3 and this equation with 2, I will be able to generate 6x, 9y, 36, 6x, 4y, 10. Let us subtract these two. I will be able to get 13y and then 26. Y will be 2. And if y is 2, then 2x will be 6, x will be 3. So 3 comma 2 will be the center over here of the bigger circle. They are asking the radius of the bigger circle. That means this distance can be evaluated with the distance formula. 5 minus 3 whole square, that will become 4. And minus 2, that will become 16. 4 plus 16, that becomes root 20. Okay, this is root 20. This radius we need to evaluate. So it will be 20 plus 16 with the under root. So that will be the radius of bigger circle. Because this is root over 20 square, this is 4 square, and this is r square. This is capital R basically. So the value of capital R will be 6. 6 is given to us in the option C. That is why option C will be the final answer. I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer to this problem. Moving forward, here is another question in front of you. There is a quadratic being given. Here they say that A is greater than B, B is greater than C, C is greater than 0. All of them are positive. But the largest is A. This is largest. Alright. This expression, a quadratic expression, is being given to you, whereby if I try to see that, if I try to get the sum of their coefficients, A plus B minus 2C, B plus C minus 2A, C plus A minus 2B. So I can see that sum of coefficients is 0. That means one of the root is 1. Whenever the sum of coefficient is 0, the one of the root is 1. If one root is 1, and let us assume this quadratic is having the other root as alpha. So alpha into 1 is the product of roots, and that will be C upon A. Constant part is C plus A minus 2B over coefficient of x square is A plus B minus 2C. So this gives me the value of alpha. Now in the case number 1, they have written alpha is between minus 1 to 0. Then B cannot be the geometric mean of A and C. So if alpha is between minus 1 and 0, okay, where is alpha? C plus A minus 2B whole divided by A plus B minus 2C. So do you think that A plus B minus 2C is positive? Do you think that? Yes, because A is the largest one. So this is positive. If I take to both the sides, nothing will happen. It will be C plus A minus 2B less than 0. And here it will be minus A minus B plus 2C. Sign of inequality will remain same because a positive quantity is taken to other side. Here we got B greater than A plus C by 2. So A plus C by 2 is arithmetic mean of A and C. If B is greater than the arithmetic mean, so obviously B will be greater than geometric mean. Don't you think that? B will be greater than geometric mean also. So can B be the geometric mean? No, B cannot be the geometric mean. So B cannot be the geometric mean. This is a true statement. B cannot be the geometric mean because B is greater than geometric mean. If alpha is between 0 and 1, case 2. If alpha is between 0 to 1, then here we have C plus A minus 2B and A plus B minus 2C between 0 and 1. Let us take this to both the sides, here also and here also. Okay, and if I try to simplify this, I will able to get 2b less than c plus a. B less than c plus a over 2. So b is less than geometric mean of a and c. Sorry, this is not geometric mean, this is arithmetic mean. So b is less than arithmetic mean of a and c. If b is less than arithmetic mean, so b may be equal to geometric mean, because arithmetic mean is geometric mean is a quantity which is less than arithmetic mean. Okay, because a is greater than g, arithmetic mean is greater than geometric mean. So b less than arithmetic mean means b may be equal to geometric mean or b may not be equal to geometric mean. So here they have written b may be the geometric mean of a and c. So this is also a true. Maybe. Okay, so we can say that both the statements are true. Fourth, I hope you are able to understand this. Moving ahead to the next problem, fx is being given, x is not equals to 2 by 3. F of fx is gx and g is defined here. We need to find g of g, composition, and inside that there is a 4. How to get that? First of all, let us find the value of gx. Gx means this composition f of fx. That means inside the f function you need to place 4x plus 3 over 6x minus 4. That means 4 times 4x plus 3 over 6x minus 4, and 6 times, wherever x is written, just place the function f. Just place the function f. And this is gx function. And now this will be converted to x. Gx function will be equals to x. If gx is equals to x, then g of 4 will be written as 4. Okay. So here we got g of 4, that is 4. Again g of 4, that is 4. Again g of 4, that is 4. So A option will be the final answer. Are you able to understand? This is quite easy question. Moving ahead to the next problem, let Q and R be the feet of perpendiculars from the point P on the line this, and this. Z is equals to -1 is also there, okay? Then QPR is a right angle, then 12A square is equals to what? So basically, we want to drop the perpendicular from the point on the lines this. So how to write this first line, line number 1? X minus 0 over 1, y minus 0 over 1, z minus 1 over 0. This is line number 1. Line number 2 is x minus 0 over 1. This is y minus 0 over -1. And the last one is z plus 1 over 0. There are two lines being given to us. You want to drop a perpendicular from this point. So let us drop perpendicular to the line number 1. Okay, and get the coordinate of this point Q. How will you be able to do that? So if you assume this to be lambda, for example. Okay, so I will have the x value to be lambda, then again lambda, and then again 1, lambda 1. So I know that lambda minus a, 1 minus a, taken dot with 1, 1, 0. Okay, this vector taken dot with this vector will be equals to 0 because these two are perpendicular vectors. So it is 2 times lambda minus a getting equal to 0. So lambda will be equals to a itself. That means this point will be converted to a1. So we got the coordinate of the Q point a1. Alright. Now let us find the coordinate of the R point. For finding the coordinate of the R point from the point P, let us drop the perpendicular to the line L2. And this will be R. If I assume here to be mu, for example, so I will be able to get mu, then minus mu, and here it will be -1. Mu, minus mu, and then -1. So if I found this vector, so it will be mu minus a, then it will be minus mu minus a, and then it will be -1 minus a. If this vector is taken dot with 1, -1, 0, then the result will be 0. So if I take the dot product, so mu minus a, then mu plus a, then 0 is equals to 0. So here we have the value of mu as 0. If mu is equals to 0, so 0, -1 will be the coordinate of R. 0, -1 will be the coordinate of R. After that, what they are asking us? They are asking us, they are giving one more information. QPR is a right angle. So QPR is a right angle. P is A, you already know. R you have got 0, -1, -1. You have got A1. So let us find the PQ vector. PQ vector will be 0, 0 and A minus 1. Let us find PR vector. PR vector will be A plus 1, A plus 1. Let us find the, because QPR was 90, let us take the dot product. So PQ vector dot PR vector will be 0. So A into 0, this into 0, A plus 1, A minus 1. This will be 0. A square will be equals to 1, A will be equals to plus minus 1. What they have asked in the question, they have asked the value of 12 A square. So A square was 1 actually, the answer will be 12. So the correct answer is 12. I hope you are able to understand how we did this question. Moving ahead to the next question, this is a set S minus 1 to infinity. Function f is defined from -1 to infinity to R, set of real number. Function fx is being written in this way. This is an integration. P is the sum of squares of values of fx, where fx attains local maxima. Q is the sum of values of x, where fx attains local minima. Then the value of p square plus 2q they are asking for. How to get the answer? So first of all, let us write the value for f dash. If I differentiate with the Leibniz rule, first I will be replacing everywhere x, e raised to the power x minus 1 raised to the power 11, then 2x minus 1 raised to the power 5, then x minus 2 raised to the power 7, then x minus 3 raised to the power 12, then 2x minus 10 raised to the power 61. Alright, is that clear to you? And differentiation of x will be 1. So this is actually f dash. If I make f dash 0, so what will be the values of x that would be coming? X will be first of all 0. Second factor will make half. Third factor will make 2. Fourth factor will make x is equals to 3. But neither maxima nor minima will exist at 3. So that is why I am not writing it. And this will make x is equals to 5. So I need to write the points where local minima exist. And I also need to write the points where local maxima exist. So how can I write that? So basically I will be plotting these all points 0, half, 2 and 5 on the number line. If I check for x is equals to 1, so 1 will make this positive, 1 will make this positive, this is negative, this is always positive, this is negative, negative into negative becomes positive. So basically here it is positive. Accordingly, I'll be filling all these values. So decreasing, then increasing, then decreasing and then increasing. So half and 5 are the local minima. And 0 and 2 will be the local maxima. Are you able to understand this? Just let me know if you are able to understand this. समझ में आ गया क्या आपको? Now what they have told us that sum of the squares of values where fx attain local maxima. So 0 square plus 2 square will be there in the P. For local maxima. And sum of the values of x where fx attain local minima. So half and 5 that will become 11 upon 2. They are asking p square plus 2q. P square is 16. 2q is 11. 16 and 11. So that will become 27. 27 is the answer to this problem. Are you able to understand how we got the answer as 27? Moving forward to the next. Let foci in length of LR of the ellipse be this. So this is focus and this is length of LR. Okay, and here 25 will be C square will be A square minus B square. This is the first relationship. Okay, and 2B square is 50. 2B square upon A is root 50. Root 50 can be written as 5 root 2. Alright. Then the square of eccentricity of this hyperbola they are asking. So if it is possible for you to get the values of A and B, that would be more convenient. Yes, let us try for that. So basically it is 5 root 2. And here it is A, here it is 2B square. So B square will be written as 5 upon root 2 times A. Instead of B square, can I write here 25 is equals to A square minus B square. So that will become 5 upon root 2 times A. I will be taking the LCM over here. So that becomes 25 root 2. Here it is root 2 A square and then minus 5A. A quadratic has been obtained. We will be finding the roots of this quadratic. Root 2 A square minus 5A minus 25 root 2 is equals to 0. So this becomes 50. 50 can be brought 10 into 5. So let us write 10 into 5. 10A minus 5A. And sorry, minus 10A plus 5A should be written. So here I will be taking root 2A. Then A minus. Here I will have 5 root 2. I will be taking this 5 common. Then A minus 5 root 2. So we got the value of A as 5 root 2. And we got the value of A as minus 5 by root 2. Alright, two values of A we are getting. So let us accept this value. And then A square will be 25 into 2, that is becoming 50. I hope you understood this. If A square is 50, then B square is 25. B square is 25. Now, x square over B square minus y square over A square B square. So 25, it will be 1250, I think. So 25 into 5, 125 and 0 is equals to 1. Eccentricity of this hyperbola I want to get. So 1 plus B square over A square I need to write here. So that will become 51. E of h will be a root over 51. What they have asked? The square of the eccentricity. The answer should be coming as 51 because square they have asked, na? So that is why the answer is 51 over here. Is that clear to you? Because the square of the eccentricity of a hyperbola equals to 51 because eccentricity is coming root over 51, so square will be 51. Moving ahead to the next problem. Let there be a set and this is a relationship and S be an equivalence relation, that means reflexive, symmetric and transitive on the set A. R is a subset of S, that means R relation can be taken from the subset S, from the S relation. And the number of elements in S is n, then the minimum value of n. So I want to make S as equivalence relation. This is written clearly. So S should have these elements also 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 4. So that means I need to first of all make it reflexive. Then I need to make it symmetric. 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2. Okay. And after that, I need to make it transitive. So already before transitive, 4 and 4, 8 and 10. 10 elements are already there. For making it transitive, we know that 1 is paired with 2, 2 is paired with 3. So 1, 3 should also be there. And if I am writing 1, 3, 3, 1 should also be there. Alright, if 2 is paired with 3 and 3 is, we can do in this way also. If 1 is paired with 4, 4 is paired with 2, or let us take from here. Let us take from here, okay. 2 is paired with 3, 3 is paired with 1, 2, 1 should be there, 2, 1 is already there. Okay, and one more thing, 1 is paired with 3, 3 is paired with 2, This has also been already considered. 1, 2 is also considered. So which thing is left here? I think 1, 3 already taken, 1, 2 already taken, 1, 1 already taken, 2, 1 taken, 2, 2 is taken, 2, 3. Yeah, we can, 2, 3 is taken, 2, 4. We haven't taken 2, 4 yet. Okay, so I think so. Here I have written instead of 1, 4, it should be 4, 1. Yeah, now it is clear. So 2, 4 can also be the part of the solution. I'll tell you the reason why. Because let us see here, can I have the 4, 2 relationship over here? Anywhere, I can see the 4, 2 relationship. Can I get that? Let us see. So 2 is mapped with 3 and 3 is mapped with 2. So 3 is mapped with 1, 2, 1 is also there. Okay. 1 is mapped with 4, 4 is mapped, 1 is there. 1 is mapped with 4, 4 is not mapped with anyone. 1 is mapped with 2, 2 is mapped with 1. So I think all are included over here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 4. 1, 4 opposite will be 4, 1. Symmetric I have converted. And 1, 3, 3, 1. So this pair is actually being converted to transitive. And I wish to convert more. So how will I be able to convert that? I am checking. So 4 is mapped with 1 and 1 is mapped with 3. So 4, 3 is not there. So I'm writing here 4, 3 and 3, 4. Okay, if I'm writing 4, 3, so 4 is mapped with 3, 3 is mapped with 2. So 4, 2 is also not there. That means all the 16 elements are being taken. All 16 elements. Okay. So minimum value of n will be 16. That's great. If the integral, this integral is equals to this, then the value of n they are asking for. What should be the value of n? So let us try to get the value. So 525, 0 to pi by 2. Okay, what I will do first of all, I'll assume the value of cos x as t square. Then minus sin x dx will be written as 2t dt. Okay, can I find sin x dx? Yes, I can find. And I will be changing the limits also. Okay, because if I assume cos x as t square, then here if I keep x as 0, t square will be 1. And at x is pi by 2, t will be 0. So here it will be 1 and here it will be 0. Alright. Now, this is 2 sin x cos x basically. Okay. Let us not change it firstly. First of all, convert this sin to x, okay? And then I will be changing it. So this will be 2 sin x cos x. Then cos x will be raised to the power 11 over 2. And then we have 1 plus cos x raised to the power 5 over 2. And this whole is power half and then dx. Now this sin x and dx is getting absorbed with minus. Because minus sin x dx will be 2t dt. So instead of that, I'll be writing 2t dt with a negative sign. Here, instead of 0, cos 0 is actually 1. So it will become 1 to 0. 2 is also there. And here I am writing instead of cos x, I am writing t square. Okay, I'm just replacing cos x with t square. So here it is t raised to the power 11. Here it is 1 plus t raised to the power 5 and power half is also there. So this is the entire integral and this whole gets multiplied with 5 to 5. And if this 2 is being taken outside, so 2 into 2 will become 4. So it will become 5 to 5 into 4. Here it is 1 to 0, it will be converted to 0 to 1. This negative will be replaced. It becomes t raised to the power 14. 1 plus t raised to the power 5 and power half is also there. Along with that dt is also there. I wish to get this integral. So I'm writing here t raised to the power 14. Okay, along with that 1 plus t raised to the power 5. This is power half and dt. I am evaluating this integral only. So let us assume that 1 plus t raised to the power 5 as a new variable. Let us say k square. This will be 2k and dk. And here it will be 5t raised to the power 4 dt. So t raised to the power 4 dt we can evaluate from here. And that will be 2k over 5 and dk. So ultimately this gets converted to t raised to the power 14 is already there. So t raised to the power 5 value can be written as k square minus 1. Okay. So can I convert into t raised to the power 5 whole square, t raised to the power 4 dt and here it is 1 plus t raised to the power 5 raised to the power half. In this way I have converted this integration. So here I will be writing k square minus 1 whole square. Here I will be writing k only. Here I will be writing 2k over 5 into dk. I hope you are able to understand this. Now let us take this 2 upon 5 outside. Along with that, if I try to open up this bracket, it will be k raised to the power 4, then plus 1, minus 2k square. This whole gets multiplied with k square and dk. Now it will be very easy for me integrating it, because 2 by 5 is already outside. And I will be writing k raised to the power 6. Then I will be writing k square. And then I will be writing minus 2k raised to the power 4. And then it is dk. Now we need to check for the limits, because here t was from 0. If I assume t as 0, then k will be also 0. And here it is 1. If I assume t as 1, then here it will be k square as 1, so k will be 1. Are you getting my point? So this will become k raised to the power 7 over 7, k cube over 3, minus 2k raised to the power 5 over 5. And these limits are from 0 to 1. This whole is multiplied with 2 by 5. Are you able to understand? So we'll just substitute the value of k as 1. So 1 by 7, 1 by 3, minus 2 by 5. This is being multiplied with 2 by 5. And after getting this result, we'll be placing the value over here, because we started with the integration of this result. And this will be multiplied by 5 to 5 into 4. So ultimately, we will be able to get the value of n root 2 minus 64. Are you getting my point? How to get the value of this expression n root 2 minus 65. Okay, I also want to tell you that if I keep the value of k as t as 1, because here t was 1, 1 plus 1, so k square was 2, so k will become root 2. I think here I have made the error. It should be root 2. Then only the square root will appear. So here it should be root 2 raised to the power 7. So it becomes 8 root 2. Here it should be root 2 raised to the power 7 means 3 and half. So okay. Here it is root 2 raised to the power 3. And here it is root 2 raised to the power 5. So that will become 2 into 2 square. So that is 8 root 2. In this way, it can be simplified, my dear students, and I'll place the value here. Finally, after solving this, I got the value of n. Just a minute. Yeah. Finally, after solving this, I will be able to get the value of n as 176. Because the final answer that is coming here is 176 root 2 minus 64 after the multiplication of this number. Are you able to understand, my dear students? Is that clear to you? Moving ahead to the next problem, if alpha denotes the number of solution of this equation, let us take the modulus of it. It will be 1 square plus 1 square, and then let us take the square root of it raised to the power x, and this is 2 raised to the power x. So that becomes 2 raised to the power x by 2 is equals to 2 raised to the power x. Only one solution we are getting, that is x is equals to 0. Other than that, there is no solution. So alpha value is equals to the number of solution, that is 1. Now we need to find the value of beta. First of all, we need to simplify z before evaluating beta. Here it is pi upon 4. Then it is 1 plus iota raised to the power 4. So that means it will be getting converted to 1 plus iota, means it is e raised to the power iota pi by 4. And then it is raised to the power 4. And inside the parenthesis, here it is root pi plus iota, and here it is 1 plus root pi iota. So to make this expression same, my dear students, can I multiply iota to both numerator and denominator? If I multiply iota to both numerator and denominator, it will be iota plus root pi, and here if I multiply iota, it will be root pi iota and then minus 1. Here it is root pi iota and then plus 1. Why I did so? To actually simplify it in a better way. Because if I try to take the LCM now, it will be pi iota square and then minus 1. And this expression will be multiplied with this expression. So root pi into root pi, it will become pi iota. Root pi into 1, that will become root pi. Then iota into this, it will become minus root pi. and here I will have iota into 1, that will be iota. Then this expression will be multiplied with this, it will become pi iota. Then root pi into iota, that will become minus root pi. Then minus 1 into root pi, that will become minus root pi. And then minus 1 into iota, that will become plus iota. I hope you are able to understand this. So we can cancel this root pi with this root pi. And pi iota plus pi iota, it will become 2 pi iota. Iota and iota, that will become 2 iota. And this is becoming minus 2 root pi. Here if I try to simplify this, it will be iota square is minus 1. So it will be minus pi minus 1. Okay. E raised to the power iota pi by 4 is raised to the power 4. So this gets cancelled. Okay. Along with that, root 2 was also been attached. So root 2 raised to the power 4 also will be there. And that becomes 2. So pi by 4 into 2. I hope you are able to understand. And e raised to the power iota pi, it is cos pi plus iota sin pi. Sin pi is 0, so cos pi is minus 1. I hope you are able to understand how we got the result minus 1 over here. So after simplifying this expression, my dear students, this expression, we will be able to get the final result as 2 pi iota. Okay, just simplifying. So value of z is 2 pi iota. Now what they have asked? They have asked to get the value of mod z and then argument of z. So 2 pi iota is there on y-axis. So this is pi by 2 and this is 2 pi. So my dear students, it becomes 4. Beta value will be 4. Pi and pi are getting cancelled. Okay. And alpha value is 1. What they have asked? So alpha 1 comma 4 from the line. 1 comma 4 from the line. This distance we need to evaluate. And the line is given to us as 4x minus 3y is equals to 7. Are you getting my point? How to get the answer now? So it will be very easy now to get the answer. I'll just substitute the coordinate 1 comma 4 into the equation and divide by 4 square plus 3 square. 4 square plus 3 square, that will be 5. Okay. And here it will be minus 12 minus 7. So that is becoming minus 19. Minus 19 and plus 4, that is becoming 15. 15 over 5 is becoming 3. So the distance is 3. I think the answer to this problem will become 3. Okay, so answer to this problem is 3. I hope you understood this. The total number of words with or without meaning that can be formed out of the letters of the word distribution. If I talk how many D's are there, it is 1. How many I will be there? 1, 2, 3. How many S are there? Only 1. How many T are there? 2. R is 1, B is 1, U is 1, O is 1, N is 1. R, B, U, O, N, everyone is 1. So this becomes 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 3, 11 and then 12. Are these 12 letters? Just check it. Yes, these are 12. Now we want to form 4 letters out of these 12 letter word. Okay, so let us consider the case 1. 3 alike, 1 different. Case number 2. 2 alike, 2 other alike. Case number 3. 2 alike, 2 different. Case number 4. All different. Okay, so 3 alike, 1 different means I should be taken 3 times because there is only one possibility of taking I. Only I is being repeating 3 times. And 1, 2, 3 and then 5. So 3 and 5 will become 8. So that will become 8C1 into 4 people will be arranged with 4 factorial over 3 factorial ways. So 8 into 4, the answer to the first part will be 32. Are you able to understand this? How we got the result 32? Okay. Now we are moving ahead. 2 alike, 2 others alike. That means these 2 are identical, these 2 are identical. From the group of I, from the group of T, there are only 2 possibilities of taking that. There is no repetition other than that. Okay. So T and I will be taken with 1 and 1 way, and the arrangement will be done with 4 factorial over 2 factorial 2 factorial. So 12 upon 4 will be 12 upon 2 will be equals to 6. Okay. Now double A BC. Double A BC means 2 should be identical. Either double I should be there or double T should be there, and other 2 will be distinct. So from this group of 2, let us select 1, and from the other, okay. So how many are the non-identical? 1, 2, 3 and 8. So from other, let us select 2, 8C2. After selecting them, just do 4 factorial over 2 factorial. So 2 into 8 into 7, 56 over 2, that will become 28. And that is 12 over 2, and 12 over 2 will be 6. I hope you are able to understand this. All 4 identical means there are total 9 varieties of letters being used. 9. From these 9 varieties, just select 4. 9C4. Okay. And then arrange them by 4 factorial. So 9 factorial over 5 factorial over 4 factorial into 4 factorial. So this will be converted to 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. So finally you need to add the results of all these 4 cases. And after adding the results of all these 4 cases, you are getting 3734 as the final answer. Are you able to understand? So how many will be the total number of words with or without meaning that can be found from the letters of the word distribution? That will be 3734. Moving forward, in this expansion, the sum of the coefficients of x cube and x raised to the power minus 13 is equal to what? So x cube coefficient we need to get, x raised to the power minus 13 coefficient we need to get, and then finally we need to add them. So basically what we can do here, this 1 plus x will be written as it is. 1 minus x can be broken down into 2 factors. And here this is actually 1 plus 1 by x whole cube. And this is whole raised to the power 5. Can you see that? Now, if I talk about taking the LCM, so 1 plus x whole square, 1 minus x. After taking the LCM, it is x plus 1 over x raised to the power 15. So 1 plus x raised to the power 15 and 2, that will become 17. 1 minus x and x raised to the power minus 15. Now to make coefficient of x cube, to get the coefficient of x cube. So this first expansion, this is minus 15 actually, okay? This is minus 15. So this first expansion should have x raised to the power 18 into it. Then only 18 minus 15 will become 3. So how we'll be thinking about it? To make this expansion 18, 17 is required from here and 1 is required from here. How to get 17? So that will be 17C17. And here it is minus 1. So net power will become x raised to the power 3 and that is minus 1. So the coefficient of x raised to the power 3 will be minus 1. And to make x raised to the power minus 13, there are cases for that. So the expansion is 1 plus x raised to the power 17. Here it is 1 minus x. And here it is x raised to the power minus 15. So if you want to make x raised to the power minus 13, you want to take x square from here. Because x square into x raised to the power minus 15 will be x raised to the power minus 13. How to take x square? First case is 17C2. Okay, x square will be coming here and 1 will be taken from the second bracket. Second case is, okay, x 17C1 and then that is multiplied with minus 1. So 17 into 8 will come here, and that is 136. And here it is minus 17. So that will become 119. So the coefficient of x raised to the power minus 13 is 119. Now they have told us to get the sum of 119 and minus 1. So that becomes 118. 118 is the final answer. I hope you understood how we got the result 118. Moving forward to the next question. Here is a function being defined. Fx is this function. And we want to get the value of m by solving this integration. We want to get the value of n by solving this integration. These two integrations are quite similar to each other. If alpha m is equals to beta n, alpha beta belongs to natural number, then the least value of alpha square plus beta square they are asking for. So my dear students, if I replace x with 1 minus x in this expansion, so it will be 4 raised to the power 1 minus x. Here also it is 4 raised to the power 1 minus x and then plus 2. Okay. And if I try to add both of them, fx and f of 1 minus x. So obviously you will be observing this result as 1. Fx plus f of 1 minus x will be equals to 1. Alright. That means lower limit plus upper limit is 1. Basically. So if I apply the king rule in this function m, lower limit will remain same, upper limit will remain same. X will be replaced with 1 minus x everywhere. Wherever x is written, it will be replaced with 1 minus x. If I replace 1 minus x, it will be x only. So if I try to split it into two parts, f of a, f of 1 minus a, 1 into this function, and then f of a to f of 1 minus a, x into this function. Can you see better? I have split it into two different integrals. Among these two integrals, can we have the value of n? Yes, n is there at the first place. So m value will be written as n minus, and m is there in the second place. That means m is n minus m. 2m will be n. They have told that alpha m is equals to beta n. Alpha will be 2, beta will be 1. After that, they have told least value of alpha square plus beta square. So 2 square plus 1 square they have asked from us. So the answer will be 5. Are you able to understand how to get the answer to this problem? Is this clear to you or not? So I hope, my dear students, you all are able to understand this question, and the answer to this problem is 5. So this was all about the questions of the JEE Mains of 31st of January, Shift 1. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll be meeting soon in the next video. Bye.